Hi friends, welcome back to my crafty desk. Sandra here at Blossom and Inspire. I am making pillows and other items for the bazaar and thought I would do my best to do a video with one hand because I don't have a holder in here, but these are the pillows that I'm making. Let me move a couple things out of the way here. Whoops. So I'm in the downstairs guest room that I cleaned up a little bit. This is kind of where I'm doing one of my crafting things. And I'm also using this space for shipping and like when I'm getting giveaways and stuff ready. So here's two of the pillows. I got a third one right here. So there's that one, and then there's that one, and then there's that one. And I have a few more here to make. So what I've done is I've taken these placemats that I get at the dollar store or the Dollar Tree or any place that's very cheap. These are $1.25 each. I need 2 of them. And then I just match up 2 that I like together, front and back. This one is going to be the same on both sides because I ran out. I think that's what it's going to be, but that's fine. I don't mind that. Most of them are double-sided, so they have one print on one side and one on the other. And then I had these in my stash. Oops, there's my note that I needed for work. I had these in my stash from a couple years ago, a few years ago. So there'll be one that's that color. Maybe I can match that up with something, and I can shift those other ones around a little bit. All right, well, let me take you now to the table that I'm working at. All right, here is my table where I'm going to be working. And I have a pair of scissors, and I have a hot glue gun. Got my glue sticks there, and I've got my 2 pieces, and I've already started putting them together. So the way I do it, because, you know, they're very cheap and inexpensive, you know, at the Dollar Tree, they don't always match up, even if they're the same picture on the thing. So I always start off by doing my corners first. So I'll drop glue down, and then I'll match a corner up, and then I'll do this corner, and that's how I go about doing it. Then my next step is to put glue all along the top seam, or quickly, and I use a low temp glue gun. I use Gorilla Glue and I use low temp. And when I do that, I pick it up and I just kind of stretch the fabric or the piece out. I stretch it out as I'm pulling it and pinching it at the seam. And unfortunately, I don't have anyone here to hold my camera for me, so I will have to just show ya after I'm done, I think. Oh my gosh, don't mind my painty shirt. I'm painting furniture, and you will not see my head. I have my camera phone propped up around on some round spools, and I'm looking at the picture because it's facing my iPad so it can give me a reflection. I hope this is going to work. So, like I said, I got my corners down. Now I'm going to do this seam right here, and I'm going to just drop the glue down. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I'm sorry, that wooden spool thing that you're seeing, I can't move it because the camera will fall. So wish us all luck. I'm just going to take my glue gun. Like I said, it's a low temp. I'm using Gorilla Glue, and I'm just going to go all the way around, or all the way across the top. And because they don't match up, I'm going to just, hopefully do this faster. It's hard to do this and talk at the same time. I'm just going to push them together, just kind of move them around, and then I'm just going to give it a tug, a little bit of a tug. And then I just want to try to match these seams up here as best as I possibly can. And then that's it. That is it. Now, I can always go back later after I'm stuffing it to see if I need to add a little bit of more glue. If my glue seeps out too much and I didn't catch it, or my seams were off too much after I fill it, I can always go around it with some sort of a trim or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do to all the sides, and then when I'm done doing that, I'm going to stuff it. Now, I usually get my pillows stuffing from thrift stores, so I'll buy these big pillows. This is actually from my stash, my pillows that I've had for a while, and I'm just taking the stuffing out, and I like these ones in particular because the stuffing is like this. It looks weird, but it's easier. It's just easy to pull apart, and I already know it's going to work well for a throw pillow because that's what these are, and they were wonderful. So I'm going to get to finishing sealing this up, and then we will stuff it. All right, I found one of my little ceramic dishes, and I dropped a hot glue line down it against the table, and since the table's plastic, it'll just take, I'll be able to pull it right off. I wanted to show you real quick how I got my corners together, because I don't think I showed you that. So I have 2 mats. I cut the tags off, and I also made sure I cut inside that tag that was on it. Cut it down enough so that it doesn't pop through the seam on the outside, because I don't want that to show through. So I make sure I have my 2 pieces together and make sure they're both, you know, the same way, because there's 2 different sides, but I want it to be, you know, both of them facing up. So I do my corners first, and I just go around the corner, and I just do 1 corner at a time, and I just stick that on there. I don't think I showed the corner. Anyhow, anyways, that's it, just like that. And just trying to make sure that the glue, like if it starts to seep through, I try to pull it off really fast because I don't want a big glue glob. Another reason why I use a low temp, because it, as long as I'm not putting it directly onto my fingers, it doesn't generally burn. So there we go. There's that corner, and I just go around and I do all 4 corners just like that. Now, what do my investment? I have $2.50 for the 2 mats. I mean, of course, that doesn't include the tax, but because I pay, you know, I don't buy wholesale. So $2.50, and then we have stuffing, and I like to get the stuffing from either my old pillows that I no longer want anymore, or I will get them at a thrift store, or I will buy the real cheap, like bedroom pillows at Walmart, something like that. So the cost is low because I can get a lot of pillows out of it. I figure, like those big red ones that I'm using right now, I think I'm getting, I've only opened up 1, and this is my 3rd. I'll get 3 pillows out of it. So I think with all of that and my glue, because glue's expensive, you know, I mean, I do go through the glue. I'm going to put a cute tag on there, super cute, because packaging sells, we know that. We know that. So I think I'm going to sell them. I was going to sell them for $6 a pillow, but I really think I'm going to be making like change. So I decided I'm going to sell them for $8 a pillow. I feel good with that. I feel a lot of the times I'll put prices on things. I try to be super fair with it. If it's something that I feel like, well, you know what, I can send these pillows to all my kids and they would have them in their decor at Christmas time, which maybe I could do that anyways for them. But I always feel like with the bazaar, like if they don't sell for $8 each, I would much rather send this to somebody as a gift or take it as a hostess gift or something like that before I sold it at cost. Now, I am in the position in my life where I'm able to do that. Maybe other people aren't. And if I wasn't, and I needed to really push myself, I would probably start at a price, and then if they weren't moving, I might drop it down a little bit. And if I was really like back in the olden days when my kids were younger and I literally needed to at least make my money back, I would drop them down to cost if I had to. But I don't have to, so I'm not going to. All right, so now that I got my corners done, you already seen how I did this side, so I'll do 3 sides, and I have one of those done right now. Let me see what I did with it. I put it over here somewhere. Here we go. All right, so, oh my gosh, I just realized I got paint on my behind. I'm painting upstairs. I'm doing all kinds of projects. I'm like, oh, goodness. So I have my 3 sides done on this, and I went a little bit in on the bottom. The last side to be done, and I have my little pocket right there, and then I'm just going to fill it with my stuffing from this pillow. So I'm just going to dump it out. I think I'm going to get one last pillow out of this. I don't want to overstuff them, but one of the things I do like to do is I just like to get it all in there. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. I like to get it all in there. This is the most awkward filming I've ever done. I gotta say, oh my gosh. I'm using the reflection of my iPad to see where the video is hitting. And So I'm literally looking in front of me and not paying attention to what I'm doing. So let me see. So when I stuff my pillow, I'm going to get all this in there because I think it's going to need it all. What I like to do is go around the corners, and they're big enough where I can just use my hands. And I'm just going to make sure I pull it apart a little bit, and I'm just going to stuff my little corner, and then I'll fill that up. And then I'll come down here, and I'll just stuff my little corner, and just make sure my sides have it in there. And then get these little things scooped in there, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I got to turn this. Sorry, guys, you're not going to be able to see it. I'm going to stuff my little corner here, and then the sides, and then the last corner down here. Okay, so now that I'm all stuffed, I have plenty of it in there. Let me pick up the last few pieces that fell. What I like to do is I like to fill my pillow. Like, could it use, oh, I just shook everything, sorry. Can it use a little more stuffing, or will that be fine? I don't want them to be, they're not meant to be like a pillow to lay on. They're meant for decorative purposes, but at the same time, I don't want it to be so loose that it just falls apart. So it looks like I need a little bit more stuffing. I'm gonna cut this pillow real quick here. They're actually ripped. I've been hanging on to these guys forever, so I thought, oh, I'll just buy covers. But, you know, just like everything else in my life, I've had it forever, and it needs to say goodbye, and I can use a stuffing. Plus, this fabric is like a, it almost feels like a suede. Ooh, it's a different color. So I'm gonna just repurpose the fabric also. So I'll use this stuffing. I'll wash my little fabrics, and then, yeah, I can use them for something else. I actually still need to cover one more little, no, or did I already cover it? Shoot, I think I already covered it, but anyways. If I have any more journals left to do, those little dollar store journals that I'm doing, or Dollar Tree journals, then I may just go ahead and cover it with one of those, with that red suede stuff, because it's pretty cool. There, I feel like there's enough stuffing. So then I just take my last line here, and I'm just going to drop it on, just like so. And I'm going to try to get all the way across before my glue dries. And then I like to, oops, make sure, okay, it doesn't want to stay in there. I'd rather pull it out then. I don't want it sticking part way out. And then, did you see how I just kind of pulled that? I'm just pulling it to make sure that I just don't want a big giant pucker. I'm going to have little puckers here and there, because like I said, they're from the Dollar Tree and they're not perfectly matched up to each other. And even if they're the same picture, they're not. That's it. And there you go. It's much easier when you're not trying to film, I will say that. And now I have another cute little pillow. Yay. So what do you think? I think $8 a pillow. You know, if somebody wants to buy, you know, multiples, I could definitely give a deal. But I think $8 a pillow is going to be great. I don't want to go on the 50 cents because I don't want to have change. Let me know what you think about these pillows, my friends. Just in case I don't have anything else to add to this video, I will see you on the next one. Enjoy all your moments, and I will see you later. Bye.